Hi, everybody. It's me. How you doing? What's happening? So I wanted to do a video, just a regular old video. I did my mediumship this morning with my members. I want to thank you guys for everything. Um, Life is good over here. I got my garden done, or my new lawn put in. Well, it's a fake lawn. And people were saying, well, you can go down to Home Depot. But these guys took 2 days and there was like 5 guys and they pulled out truckloads of dirt and stuff. So I don't know. It was worth paying somebody else to do it. But my poop guy, the one that comes once a week and picks up the poop for the dogs, because I have two Labradoodles and they're not petite little poops. He left a note on my door because he came today and he said, hey, looking good, looks real good. So that made me feel good. And the dogs, oh my God, I thought they would not like it or say they'd walk around it or not want to shoot. They jumped on it and peed and pooped. So they're very happy. He said it can't get toasty on there when it's really hot, and we're very lucky here. We haven't had over 100 in quite a while. So listen, I want to thank Alice Ford. Alice, thank you so much. I hope you don't mind, I gave my sister one. She made these bracelets. And she's in San Fran. I don't know if she sells them. I'll have to contact me, Alice, at Grindle 9103, so I can post if you sell them. I'll put it on my channel. Okay, so y'all be ready for me to answer some questions. You be asking me a question. Now, hold on, I forgot. I'm going to grab my cards just in case there's something way out there. Okay, hold on. Got my Morgan Greer. I like my Morgan Greer. So, okay. Anyway, you guys sent me some excellent questions. So, what else was I going to tell you? I think that's it for now. Of course, I'll think of it when I get done here. Where there's no Sterling this Sunday. I know I'm supposed to be with Danny coming up and Sheila coming up. And who else? I'll probably be doing mail on Monday. So yeah, I'm busy. Okay, but I'll post everything. All right. So this was an interesting question. Listen to this. Rosie sent this. Trump dismantled U.S. pandemic research team in Wuhan in November 2019, right before the outbreak. Was this a deal between Trump and XI to keep plague hidden for as long as possible? Was it a quid pro quo for money owed to the Bank of China? Thank you. It sounds very reasonable what this person is saying, but no. Trump just didn't want to, he broke down things in the United States to do with pandemics. So he just didn't want to be bothered with it, because there was a Democratic hoax. So no, I'm not seeing any kind of agreement with China. That's my feeling. Okay. Will the ultimate said, and I've answered this question before, but will the U.S. eliminate electoral college voting and change the presidential election to the popular vote? Yes, they will, but it might not happen until 2026 or something. It's a ways away. Okay. Cynthia wants to know. This is a good one, Cynthia. My question would be, why do they pay former presidents their salary after they leave office? Other countries don't pay their former president's salary. This has been going on for a while. I'm trying to think of the president that they started. It wasn't always the case, and I even know first ladies don't get that much money. But they do that, and now people are living longer. Look at Jimmy Carter. He's getting his money's worth. So I see us still doing it as sort of a tradition. I'm just going to throw couple of cards. Okay, I'm gonna pick up 3 cards. Here we go. Like Violetta. 1, 2. So they're handing them money. Well, the other thing is, it feels like it's gifting. It's something, because once you're president, where do you go from there? Usually you don't see presidents taking a job somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they do it because they want to make sure they have, and they also get a library thing where they can build their own library. I think those are donations though. But yeah, that's why they do speaking engagement, because it's, for them, it's not a lot of money. Clinton and my sister met President Biden, who at that time was vice president, at a speaking engagement. That's how they make their money. They speak places, they do things, so write books. But anyway, I don't see it stopping. Why do we do it? It seems, we'll have to Google this. It seems like it was a tradition from a long time ago. I don't think it was always the case. So anyway, Laura wants to know what really happened in Haiti. Did mercenaries kill the president? Did the government kill with the right assassins? They caught a couple of them, so they're going to have people squealing pretty soon. It feels like higher ups within the Haiti government, people with the money, are the ones that paid for this to happen. They're really trying to save the first lady. Apparently, they were tired of him or something. Apparently, he said he wasn't going to leave. They had a vote. They voted him out, and he refused to leave. So it's a shame they had to go to that extent. But I guess he was corrupt or something. I don't know personally, because I haven't lived in Haiti. I do not know Haiti. But the information I'm getting from Haitians who are writing about it are saying that, yeah, he was. They attempted to kill him before. There was an attempt assassination before that. But you don't need a country that kills people to get rid of them, So anyway. Yeah, Haiti's in a flux right now. Can I say something? I almost feel, and we'll just put this out here. This is, entertainment purposes only. I'm only telling you what came off the top of my head, but I'm almost feeling like whoever comes in after that is not so great either. So I'm feeling like, it's going to take a while to adjust to get a good country going. Sherry wants to know twofold. Will President Biden's nominees for the courts be approved? Absolutely, yes. And will he expand the Supreme Court? I see almost like someone coming in right away, but is it because someone has to step down? Yes, I just heard yes. He'll expand it. But also there's some people that have to go. I'm telling you right now, there is so much information coming out. In fact, Amy Barrett voted in favor of someone that she was involved with. And I guess the Supreme Court doesn't have to say, I have to step away from this. But don't judges have to? Isn't that conflict of interest? But she didn't do that, and she voted in favor of them. And now people are really looking at this. And listen, they're really looking at Kavanaugh too. So it's a lot of money behind him. And did you hear that Donald Trump said to somebody, Bannon, I think, he said to somebody, I can't believe Kavanaugh. He owes me his life. And then he dissed me like that because I think they wouldn't listen to the voting fraud thing. So, okay. Yeah, Christina, let's look at that. Christina wants to know, when the heck is DeJoy going to step down? I tell you, I see him going. But when? It's just like when? When are we going to get Justice. When are we going to see finally? But I see things in motion, but I'm so sorry that it's taking so long, because I'm sure you all are going, yeah, yeah. You know, even on Twitter, some people are going, wait for it. This is getting ready to happen. So-and-so's going to jail. And, you know, it's just taking so doggone long. People are losing faith. But the main thing is we have a decent president. DeJoy. When is DeJoy going to step down? Let's do 3. Say it out loud. 1. Here's him leaving. What did I tell you? 2. People will be celebrating. 3. Now, what is the karmic star? Oh, karmic. Karmic is what that means, okay? So I'm sorry we had to wait for it. I think something's going to come back even, and maybe not till September, you guys. I feel something's coming up with him, with some of the underhanded things he did, like had his employees donate and then he paid them under the table. That's all coming out. I'm going to tell you right now. So I'm going to take this little. Okay, so here we go. September, I'm getting September. 2.8 million Americans signed a petition asking that there be a fourth stimulus check due to the things being so uneasy with COVID. Do you see the fourth check coming? They wanted to include it in part of those agreements they're doing, not the one that's the Green Deal, not the one that's going to help bridges, but the other one, the more human rights one. I know they want to tag it on there. Okay, let's look. I woke up at 3 a.m. today, so I can't quite trust hitting things the way I like to hit things. So here's celebration. Here's the victory after burden. Something's going to happen, some offer or some way. It's not going to be automatic sent in the mail, okay? It's going to be something where you have to fill out paperwork and show where your despondency lies. It's just not auto. And there'll be more regimen about the earnings and stuff like that. The other thing I see is housing. I see housing where it'll be easier for people to get a house. That's coming up down the road. It looks good, you guys. So the economy is going down a little bit. Let me check it out. Well, you know, you can't base the economy on the 300 points for the stock market, but it was down 500 points earlier. It's just a readjust. Remember I told you. They get nervous too if you're going to pay people more money. So, okay. Carrie just said, regarding fleeing rats, what's up with Lindsay Graham? I think he's trying to lay low. Listen, that thing with Georgia is coming to bite him in the butt. He got involved with Georgia. It's like Rachel Maddow says, we're in 2 different worlds. There's this world that makes sense, and then the world of la, 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 la. Well, they really think they can take our votes and just change it at will. And by the way, if you vote for a Democrat, doesn't mean he wins. We can choose. Us Republicans can choose. Not going to happen. What's up with Lindsay Graham? Let me just do a quick. Lindsay, he's looking at offers. He's struggling. Money is going down. Maybe he owes somebody money. Oh, did you hear that Trump? Yeah, it's not going good for Lindsay, you guys. He's going to be he can smell it. It's in the wind. Something's coming up. Speaking of rats, you know, jumping the ship. I see him staying on the down low. I see him knowing that some stuff is, that's why they're trying to keep that January 6th commission quiet, Because let me tell you, it's going to really make the Republicans look bad. So Trump had to pay over $400,000 in legal costs for a bartender over pouring for somebody who was killed somebody. So yeah, I don't know which place it was, but yeah, you know, this guy's going to get hit with such lawsuits. Let me tell you something else. Did you hear? Oh, no, never mind. That was an old one. Somebody let me know that was an old one. Okay, Democrat Charles Booker has announced he will challenge, this is from Holly, he will challenge Rand Paul for his Senate seat in Kentucky. Will Booker be successful? Please, dear God, say yes, say yes. I see, you know, we're going to toss some money. I see the DNC tossing some money in this because they really want people to know he's done nothing. He's a nothing burger. He's done nothing for his state. So they want to say, look at how tired and worn out this guy is. Woo. So I would say Booker's going to win. It's going to be a battle, though. Booker's going to be, and it'll be close, too. But here's the win. Here's the picking up the pieces. It's a battle. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. He's definitely going to win, you guys. Definitely. You can take that to the bank. Oh, I'm so glad Charles Booker. I need to look him up and give him some money. Will Deutsche Bank and Trump's other lenders call in his loans before the Manhattan trial begins or after the verdict? William is asking. No, I think it's before. I think it's like now even. Maybe they haven't announced it. I feel like they're asking for it now. They're wanting his books. They're wanting to take a look, see what's going on. They want their money. They don't want to wait till after the trial and he's, you know, he's wiped out. They want their money now. Yeah, Kimber, it says Kimber. Maybe it's Kimberly, but seems like Biden's great infrastructure plan has been whittled down to a Band-Aid. Yeah, and let me tell you, he's desperately trying to make it by, you know, he wants to come across the table. He was the one that said, I remember Trump used to say, the only one who can fix it is me. So, you know, what, in about 2 weeks, that great health plan he was talking about should be coming out. But I think he really wants to look like he's working with them, but they could care less. They could care less. They're going through the motions with him and they're laughing at him. I'm going to tell you that right now. And he needs to put his big boy pants on and get down and dirty. And he can do that, which is interesting. But he wants to look like the one who reached across the table. And you know what? At this point, I'll be more impressed if he says, you know what, you guys, to hell with you. To hell with you. So his plan to help this country is wanted by other Americans. I mean, you can't get any higher than that. So it's not like people are going, oh, no, we don't want our bridges and everything fixed. Oh, no, we don't want our water clean and our children to go in schools that are, you know, put together nice. No, we don't want that. So, yeah, don't worry. This is the hit I got. Okay. I see maybe he'll take this Band-Aid. Okay. Well, what's going to happen is when he gets bigger, that's why I'm thinking even that check you guys were asking about might happen when we're going into the 2022, because it feels like he's able to say, you know, get the Democrats in there because we can give you this, 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 this. And just like he did when he ran for president. As soon as I get in there, I'm going to get you vaccines and I'm going to cut you a check. And that was the magic word. Everybody, what do I sign? So, yeah, it's going to, don't worry. Don't worry. So what I feel is once he gets in there, this little plan is nothing compared to what else they're going to do. They just need, it's almost like there's nothing they can do until they get more people. And the Senate, I feel big time Democrats taking over. Okay. Marion wants to know, I would like to know if DJT will be charged with obstruction crimes outlined with Mueller. So funny you said that. I was just thinking of this the other day. Yes, there's definite come hither, stand up to the plate. He's going to have to put his big boy pants on. Definitely obstruction. Barr's in trouble too, as I've told you guys before. It's huge. Barr's, you know, he's trying to act like king for a day, but it's not helping because he's going to be losing his license. And I don't know about jail, but I just see him going down even physically because it's just so much stress. You know, it's so funny because so many things are coming up, you guys. So many things that you would think anybody else, if a Democrat had done that, anything, one piece of what they've done, look at Benghazi. Oh my God. But they can create this insurrection and do all this stuff. There's some good ones in there too. There's ones that said this wasn't right. But they were all so afraid to stand against the master. They just are afraid to do it. It's like this, over my dead body, you're going to tell me to get a vaccine. Well, your master got a vaccine. I don't understand the big hoopla. It was okay. And his daughter, she was on record getting her vaccine. And what is this over my dead body? It just doesn't make any sense, you guys. So unfortunately, the people who are getting sick are the ones that weren't vaccinated. And God love them, but it's a shame. Rihanna, she says, how can we determine if a psychic is legitimate and that the messages we're receiving are accurate in order to avoid being scammed by a fake reader? I think I know what you mean by fake reader. It's like that 1-800 stuff. How do you know? Well, I think you feel it in your soul energy. I had a girlfriend and she's smart as a whip. ICU nurse, very good person. And she literally had a gypsy that she would pay good money to see. And I was in such shock because she's so smart. And you knew this person was a fraud. But she just hung in there and gave her, I don't know how much money. I'm like, Jesus, girl, what the hell are you doing? But she got phobic, like even with me, she now she's doing better, but she always wanted me to read her. And I was really getting tired because it's very hard to read the same person over and over and over and over again. Really is. I recommend maybe once a 6 months to a year. And if that, every couple of years is good. You just don't want to rely on a psychic to know what you're supposed to do. You have free will. So how do you know? I think it's a sense. Anyway, this woman, she paid her $75 so I would have a reading. Oh, come on, Linda, have a reading. So I sat down. She must have read me 10 minutes. And then you know what she said at the very end? She said, for $900, I can take away that curse that's on you. I looked at her. I said, do you know who I am? That it's just so sad. People were coming to the door giving this woman money. These are the fraudsters. They're sort of the gypsies. These are the ones that, and there's some people that go out there and just talk off the top of their head and they don't know, you know. Listen, I'm not 100% correct. I just was on my mediumship and there was a woman's husband that came through, or I thought, and she was saying, no, that doesn't sound right. So I only said, because I had a length, I had 20 people to read, but I just had to leave it. I told her, you know, sometimes I can't get it, sweetie. I must not be able to reach him because it's just not happening. So, yeah, you know, also you shouldn't be going back to back to back to back. That's not good either. Maybe some psychics they don't want to hurt your feelings and say, really, honey, you're coming back too much, but Lately, I've been drawing the line, hey, you don't do, they'll call at the store and say, hey, when is the earliest I should come back? And Carol will tell them, give it a while. I'm booking in January of 2022, you guys. But you'll know by that sense, Also, if you go along and absolutely nothing that they read is coming true. But I'm not saying that people are scammers. I'm just saying it's either a match or it isn't. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Debbie said, will Jim Jordan be prosecuted for taking Russian dark money? Yeah, all those guys that visited Russia are going to get, there's so much stuff coming out, but a lot of it might be even a year or so. But I see boom, boom, boom. There's a lot of stuff coming out. That Merrick Garland's got his hands full. Did you see he met with the police to let him know, the Capitol Police, to let them know what they're doing and how many people have been arrested, etc. Yeah, so I like that part. But yeah, and I'm looking so forward to DeJoy leaving. Brenda said, do you see automation of entry-level jobs affecting young adults in the coming years? Like my son said, eventually they'll have trucks that drive across country, and you don't have to hire a truck driver. And this is going to be very difficult for them to do. Replacing cashiers, you got to have the human aspect in it. In fact, I see like they may try to start like they'll have self-driving trucks, but I see they're going to keep a human in it too, because they're going to have someone oversee it. Anything can happen. Some universe thing could take place that blows out all the people's ability to drive. I don't know what, but it almost feels like, and I feel people marching and saying, you will not replace us. So some of this is automation, yeah, but it's right now it's not, I'm not worried about it. It's not in years. It's a few years to go down the road. Miss Linda, well, this is from Rhonda. Will people on SSID ever get any more money? It's sad that people on disability feel like they are invisible to the government. They don't live paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, and Social Security, insurance, SSI, my God, they watch you like a hawk, and you can't have a certain amount of money in the bank. It's tough. Will it change? Yes. Yes, it'll change. I even feel they'll be less harsh. Like they might even say, you can work from home doing this and we're not going to hit you. Do you know what I'm saying? Where you can have a livable amount of income. So I do see that. Ooh, Valerie, Linda, can you look at Ronna Romney McDaniel's fate? She's the RNC president, is being investigated for misuse of funds in the Republican Party. She is a Trumpster, and she's Mitt Romney's niece. She did misuse funds. Whoa, Mitt Romney's Mormon niece misused funds. Yeah, does she act like queen for a day or something? She's kind of got an attitude. They just throw money at things. Like, I think she has money. I see her throwing monies at attorneys, and the attorneys are trying to treat her like, oh, we got this. But I see some trouble coming up for her. It's not going to be Armageddon, but I see trouble. Oh yeah, that was scary. Patricia asked, with the Moore group captured in Massachusetts, what was the real intent? I see the real intent was to cause chaos. Remember I remember I told you there was terrorist cells. Remember I told you guys that? And that I see, and it's weird. They were getting gas or something. I don't know what happened, but by the grace of God go I, because they literally stopped these people before they could create some terrible stuff. So yeah, it feels like they were out to do, and there's other cells out there. There's other cells out there. I know Kristen said, I can barely turn on my TV anymore without hearing about Trump, but they don't cover him. They're not covering his events. They will talk about some of the stupid stuff he says. He makes paid commercials. It's unfortunate, but they're still getting money, and they'll still carry that as long as they're getting money out of him. So you better believe when trials start happening, we're going to have coverage back to back. But just don't turn the TV on, sweetie, because you don't need to be. But yeah, it was like, oh my God, he's not president. Why are we hearing about him? Oh, and this thing where he's suing Twitter and Facebook. Hello. It's absolutely ridiculous. But they say he's doing that to create all this madness and asking for money. And people were writing to Don Jr. because Don Jr. is asking for money for his death. They're like, this man knows how many golf courses. Isn't he supposed to be a billionaire? What does he need to hit up poor people for their money? The pipe bombs, A faves. I'm going to do a reading on that. Hold on. We saw the person. We even thought maybe it might be a female. What's up with those pipe bombs? They're forensically looking at the actual pipe bombs and coming up with some stuff on this that we don't know about. But I see them forensically looking at the pipe bombs. Okay. Interesting. It shows a woman. No, it was a man that put him in, a young man. But a woman is part of it. So getting their just desserts, raking in what they put out there. Yeah, we're going to get the news of it's going to take a while, but we're going to get the news. And I see them talking to somebody. You know what? Didn't some people go state's witness? Because I feel people are saying the rumor they heard was this, and they're going to go with that. But I see it happening. Okay. Somebody wrote Coordinator Marge. So I don't know anything about this. Did McGaffey have an apartment in the Surfside condo that collapsed? QAnon gossip. Did McGaffey have an apartment? I'm hearing no. No. Crystal said, do you see Florida Keys underwater in our lifetime? Well, I'm pretty old. Yeah, probably within 40 years. However, I probably won't be alive, but yeah, I see the Florida Keys underwater. I've been telling you, I haven't liked what's going on with Florida. Yeah, the Republicans got, Teresa asked, can you tell me about the Republicans for the January 6th? They're going to try to put a big wedge in that, but I see them walking right over them. Something about this committee, like they should allow the other committee, but something about this committee, in fact, Trump said, yeah, they did an investigation and my name wasn't even in it. And the news said, yeah, his name was all over it. So yeah, they're gonna, I even see Trump having to testify, Barr having to test. This is going to be big. This is going to be big. Okay. Will Biden return the Russian hacks? Yeah, let's see what's up with that. It's the Russians that did it. I don't care how long they investigate it. It's got, and they were denying it, but they always deny it. They always deny it. Wasn't me. Yeah, I see my fingerprints on it. Wasn't me. What are they going to do? Do you guys remember when they were saying something big was going to happen in July? Remember I saw like machine guns or guys, did I say guys in black or something running around? I wonder if that was Haiti. I wonder if that, the killing of a president is a pretty big thing. So here's Biden right in the middle of this. And he's going to hand back what they gave him. Two different hits. Yeah, because they can't afford any more sanctions because they don't really care. But they're going to do something that really affects him. So maybe something to do with oil. So yes. And I don't see them announcing it. Oh, by the way, we did this to them. I see them slowly but surely getting in there. Remember that? Was that the Stooges? Slowly, but I turned step by step, inch by inch. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Whew. Let's see. Yeah, Catherine said, will we ever get a hold of climate change? Where I live in Pennsylvania, we just had 2 tornadoes and we hardly ever have one. Yeah, I told you guys. How long have I been telling you? I said, fasten your seatbelt, especially in Florida. This is going to be a tough climate change time. I see shifting. Now, what's really interesting is I'm reading a book about this man talks about Jesus and Constantine and how all this began. It's very good. I'll have to tell you guys the name of it. I ordered in paperback, plus I have it on audio. And he was talking about the Romans. And the Romans went through a real significant drought that destroyed Egypt and Rome. And in that drought time, they also had 2 big time pandemics. One was smallpox. The other one, I don't know the name for. Eyes hurt and something else. Like 60% of the population died. This is when the Persians came in and started taking over. So that switch happened. They were talking about a real dark period where nothing could grow. Obviously, that must have been a volcano that took off and was covering the clouds. So I'm not seeing that big of an Armageddon, but I'm going to tell you that this is big with the climate situation. And yeah, it's just people are going to be tired of struggling. I mean, you can't get a house and depend that's going to be still sitting there. We're all sitting here waiting for the big earthquake here in California. And we're in the drought. Thank God I got that lawn. The fact they're so busy because the drought is so significant. Everybody wants to just rip their lawns off and put AstroTurf. But yeah, especially in Florida. Why do I keep picking up Florida? Well, even look at that building that fell. I mean, it's very rare something like that would happen. I know in China, a building fell that wasn't even that old, and China took the person that built it and executed them. But there will be no execution here, but it was just getting up the money to fix this. And, sometimes the money's not worth it. My dad had a carburetor or something on his motorcycle. It was a $130 part that he didn't want to have to replace. He kept doing something with it. And then it stuck wide open and it caused a crash that broke his back. Too bad he just didn't spend that $130 for that part. So these are the things that we need to look at. I see water situations. I see earth shifts taking place, Armageddon type stuff. It's not all in the United States, it's other places too. So it's big, you guys. And I want you just to be strong within yourself. Be glorious to the highest, be connected to those that, and I know this is crazy to say, be as calm as you can, because in that calmness, they hear you. We can pray this out. We can energetically just create a well-being. So, even though like we had the Loma Prieta earthquake out here that crushed the freeway. Just happened to be the big World Series, the Giants and the A's. And because of that, not that many people were on the road. Because considering how big that earthquake was, not that many people died. So that was very helpful. And that's what I'm feeling. There's a little bit of luck as long as we keep that energy going, where we're going to be able to hang in there. So, all right, you guys, love you all. Namaste. And I'll talk to you. Oh, wait, what is today? Now, I won't talk to you Friday or Saturday. I'll see you Sunday.